Hello guys, this is Rebecca. We are going to be talking about the Musaned system. So it's a system that migrant workers use while they are going to be getting jobs from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. So it's a system linked in whereby when you go to Google Play Store or when you go to Google, you search and say, you put in the input like Musaned, then the selection will come up. It will be indicating Tauthek Musaned. So that's when you are going to be signing in the username and the password. So it will be indicated and you sign in, since you are supposed to be having the details of your company. This is basically used by the recruitment companies in Uganda, linked in with the other recruitment companies in Saudi Arabia. So the system is having a way it is linked in for those two companies. So we are going to be studying about or learning about how to use it, or the different areas used on it. So when you select, after putting each and everything, the password and almost everything, so it will display the dashboard, the HR pool, the partnership contract, and the employment request. So that is how the display will be. Provided you have each and everything and well paid, you have the contracts, each and everything. So the dashboard, it displays the latest requests, or it displays the latest actions being done on the system. For example, if you have added a new candidate on the system, when you open up the system on the dashboard area, you will be able to see the latest action. If the ministry has approved as to a candidate, so the dashboard will display. If there are some new candidates being added in the system, still it will display on the dashboard. The available candidates also, they will be displayed there. So the dashboard is almost specific of all the areas used on the system. For example, if there is an approval from the ministry, if there is a given contract from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia to a DSW, so that is where it will be indicated. So when we go to the HR pool, that's where we are adding new candidates from, and the selections are taking place of candidates. Selections take place from the HR pool. So that option of adding new candidate is where we are adding the new DSWs with passports. You need to be having a national ID. That ID number, it is always indicated behind. It is always indicated behind on the ID of the DSW or the passport. These days they are adding the ID number. So you put it as you see. I am trying to make some simple inputs, just not serious, just for us to learn. So we are adding the candidates via the HR pool. We select add a new candidate, then you start to fill in the information as per the passport. So that candidate is supposed to be having a passport. So after feeding in each and every information, you select continue. This first page, it is the page that will show you that a candidate is registered somewhere on the system of another company or no. Before even you select continue, they will indicate that contact Epro, such that this candidate can be removed from the other system. So if you select continue and the candidate is not being added on your system, it will just show you automatically that the candidate is registered somewhere, and that company is supposed to what? To first delete the domestic worker from their system, such that you can use it in your system. So for this case of adding the date of that date, before you select to continue, the date of birth as per the passport of the candidate, we first fill in the year, we fill in the month, then lastly you select the what? You select the date. If you begin with the date, the system will just take that. And remember, this is a sensitive system. If you put in the wrong information at first and you save, that candidate, if he's given a contract with the wrong information, remember that candidate will not be able to receive a visa from the VSC. So you need to be keen about this information you put before the candidate is given a contract. So my dear friends, you need to be keen about the way you are putting this information, because you're keen about it. But in the end, the Visa Service Center will show you, will indicate that thing. So after adding that candidate and feeding in each and every information, then the candidate in the HR pool will indicate available for selection. For example, we're having that Daphne, meaning that candidate is available for selection. After putting each and everything, the pictures and everything, so that candidate is drafted with the CV on the system according to the information you have fed in. That candidate is provided with a CV. That's why we are having that option of view CV, edit and delete. That is the only space we are having to edit that information. If that candidate has been given a contract, my dear, editing the information, editing that information is a bit difficult. So you need to be keen about the information you are feeding it from the very beginning. Because after being given a contract, that candidate you cannot edit the date of birth and almost everything. Will not be able to edit. Meaning you have to cancel the contract, then you refeed in the information and edit. Because if you cancel the contract, that's when the option of editing that information will be coming back, because that candidate is now back in the HR pool for selection, right? If you want more information about it, you just ask me, you inbox me and we talk. So you have another option of the employment request. So the HR pool is having all that information, as I've said. So we are having the employment request. As you are seeing it, employment request, meaning that person has been given a contract. Then we are starting to process the paperwork, be it from the ministry, office in Uganda and in Saudi Arabia. So now the companies are in touch for all the information that is required. So the employment request, it's where we are viewing where the ministry has approved the person. It's where we accept the contracts from. It's where we view that the person is having a contract. In fact, the employment request is having all that display: Epro approved, FMOL approved, visa issued, alive, as you can see. So all that information, it is also used when we are making some research about the latest actions done from the system and from the two offices that are in touch. So Epro approval means that a candidate is having a contract that has not yet been signed. So that's why if a candidate is having that option of Epro approval, it means she has been given a contract, so it is in need of being approved. When the contract has been signed and scanned, then if the contract has been signed and uploaded on the system, that candidate will be removed from the option of Epro approval. Then she will be indicated in that orange outlook that Epro approved, meaning that the candidate